Hello, Miss Turtle here. Welcome to another video. Today I think I'm going to do a Flosstube video. I used to do Flosstube videos on this channel, not a lot, just a few, but I've kind of revamped my entire channel, so I've hidden those away. Plus, I have not picked up my cross stitch in many years, so part of my whole cleaning up the craft room, aka the house, has been rediscovering my hobbies, and I've been cross stitching feverishly the last few days, and I've been watching a lot of Flosstube, and so I thought I would share. I'm going to share my whips, and most of them are um, whips, but I do have a, at least one new start, and I also have a little bit of a haul for the end of the video. So let's actually get started. I'm going to start with my new start because that's the one I have been stitching on feverishly, and it's going to be a gift, a Christmas gift. So that's kind of why I've been motivated to be working on it feverishly. And this is a cross stitch bag from Joyful Stitching. All my bags are at least 3 years old at this point because that's when I was buying my bags, and hopefully these are still around. And I also keep my toolkit in this particular bag just because this is the most active stitch I've got going. But this is my little toolkit right here, which I'll show, and my light, which I will also show. But yeah, these are my flosses. Let me show you the actual thing first. How about that? Let me show you. So this is going to be a gift. This is Meg's favorite scripture, so that's what I'm going to be working on. And whoops, let me show you where I'm at. I've finished all the writing. The pattern is from an Etsy shop called My Big Toe Designs. And I've finished all the writing, and I've just started the flowers. So I'm doing the green, which is going to be all the stems. And I have changed the colors, as you can see. These are different colors. So let me show you. Let me not show the pattern on the thing like I just did before, which I'm going to edit out. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to show you that because I don't know how to show that without showing the pattern because it is a slightly simpler pattern. But basically, I've substituted the colors. The writing, which is in red here, I'm using yellow because I thought it would stand out against this fabric best. And then I'm using my flower silks. I had a subscription to Stitchy Box Flower Silks. I ended up canceling it because I did not have a good experience, but I did have a few in stash, so I figured I'd use them. So the yellow is the writing, and then the green is obviously the stems of the pattern. And then I have not decided which is going to be which flower because there's blue flowers and there's red flowers. So I suppose I could stick with the red on this and do the red flowers, and then do the blue flowers in the orange. So we shall see. But this is what I had on hand, so that's what I decided to use. I also had this fabric on hand. The fabric is 32 count Lugana in Exotic Orchid is the colorway. So nice big piece. I'm working on one side of it so that hopefully I can maybe do another something on this side of it. I'm planning on framing this myself. I'm going to probably use the pinning method. So I shouldn't need a lot of fabric. In fact, probably I could have gone closer to the edges and it would have been fine. But that's all right. So I've been working on this for about 3 days now, and I've gotten quite a bit done. Let me see where I'm at. I'm 45% done actually. So yeah, I think I'll get this done in time for Christmas for sure, and get it framed. I could probably even go get it professionally framed if I wanted to. I have enough time, but I think I will frame it myself because. So that's my first project. This is my newest WIP. This is actually a new start from a couple days ago. And there is a companion piece to this. So this is for Meg, who's my adoptive mom. And I'm doing a pattern for, or I want to do a pattern for adoptive dad. And I think I'm going to be doing, make sure I don't show the pattern again. I'm going to be doing this guy. Now, this was a free pattern from, is it Fox and Rabbit? Fox and Rabbit, yes. I'm not sure why the S is flipped, but I can easily fix that. I'm also not sure, is this a British spelling? I'm not sure, but I'm going to change that into an E. I'm just going to copy that E from over there over to here, and hopefully the spacing works out, and if it doesn't, I'll just move the rest of the letters over a little bit. And yeah, so that's my plan. I'm not 100% sure I will get this done in time for Christmas because it is almost 10,000 stitches. So we shall see. And this is actually what I have a haul for, so maybe I should have shown this later. I suppose I can just go ahead and show my haul right in the middle of the WIP parade. It doesn't matter. So I got my haul from 3 Stitches, which is my local needle store. 3 Stitches. And here are all my flosses. Plus one, this purple, I just wanted because I like the color. And then the fabric I picked a very big piece. And rather than having them cut it, I decided to take the whole thing because I really like the fabric. It's 32 count raw linen Belfast. And I thought, one, the floss toss, the flosses looked really good with it. Plus, I think these 2 colors also, since they're meant to be gifts kind of given together, are going to go well. So, yeah, this is going to be my next start and focus piece, most likely, after I'm done with the Proverbs. And that's the plan. Let me put that away. Let's go on to my next WIP. And this is not going to be, well, this is actually just flosses. Here it is. I've got this project on scroller bars. This is Fruits of Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm going to take this off the scroller bars because I was planning on doing that anyway. Well, just because I've got a very different setup now. This is a UFO from back when I was stitching in 2021. And my setup is very different now. My goodness. And so it doesn't really work on the scroller bar. Now this may change my tension. I'm going to basically switch to hoops for this. It may change my tension and all that. I figure it's better to get the thing done and deal with some of that than, to not get it done, which is probably what will happen if I don't kind of switch to my current setup, because my current setup is working really well for me. And the scroller bars are just not a part of that. So this is a linen, 36 count linen fabric in, I've got it in my notes that it's Silver Fox. I'm not 100% sure because I went in, I wanted to get more of it because I really like it. And when I went and looked at Silver Fox on the websites, it looks very different. It looks, uh, I don't know. So I don't know if this really is Silver Fox, but that's what I've got in my notes. I do know it's 36 count linen. Let's see. So here we go. I love this pattern so much. I've even though I haven't been cross stitching, I've been stalking Modern Folk Embroidery's new releases just to see if there's anything I will love as much as this pattern. I don't know what it is about this pattern I absolutely fell in love with. And I'm through September. I finished September just a couple weeks ago, and I've started October. So I've got, this is the last row, bottom row, and the colors I chose are, the pink is 223. This is DMC. Pink is 223, and the dark color is 451. And I am absolutely, absolutely in love with it. I think this star right here might be my favorite element on the entire thing. And I really want to try to finish it this year at some point. This was actually my focus piece when I picked my cross stitch back up a couple weeks ago, but I put it aside for one because the setup, like I said, I can only stitch it upstairs. I can't stitch it downstairs because the puppy, one of my puppies, is a wrecking ball. Well, I only have one puppy. I have two dogs. One of them is a puppy, and the term puppy is misleading. She is a 90-pound wrecking ball, I think is the more accurate way to describe her. But the scroller bar setup, I kind of get trapped into when I'm stitching. So if I need to suddenly move to get her out of something or whatever it is, it doesn't work. But I use this thing. You can kind of sit on it, this part, and then you hook your embroidery hoop to this part. And so you're not trapped under the stuff. That seems to work out better. So I can stitch downstairs, I can be watching TV, I can be hanging out with Miss Toad and the dogs, and still be stitching. And so I think I am going to move this over to the embroidery hoops, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I absolutely love this fabric. I hope I can figure out what this fabric actually is, um, and get more of it. I should probably go back. I was so focused on getting the other thing kitted up while I was at 3 Stitches. I didn't even think to bring this with me and see if I could find the fabric. This fabric I had originally bought online. This was before I even knew that 3 Stitches existed. So there are a couple of stains on here. I can't see them right now, but I do remember having had a couple of stains on these, so I will have to wash it. If I can't find the stains truly, I might just take it to the framers. I think this is too big to frame myself, so I think I will take this to the framers once it's done. But yeah, here's hoping I will get this finished. Now, I do have a question on this. So on the bottom, so this is going to be October. When I get to November, down here, there's it says 2021. That's when the pattern was released. That's also when I started this stitch. But I'm going to be finishing it this year. So should I put 2021 on here because that's what the pattern says? That's also when I started. Or should I put 2024 here because that's when I will finish? I don't know what the rules are around that, and I want to understand. And I suppose there aren't any rules. Whatever I put down is going to be what it is. But I would just like to understand what the usual thought behind that is. So, and then this is being kept in a project bag by Just Crossing Stitches. And I'm not sure if her website's still around or not, but I did check her Etsy store is definitely still around, which is the same name, just crossing stitches. I love this project bag so much. I've got one other one. This vinyl that she uses is super thick and nice, and the bag is just so squishy. Like, she uses extra thick batting in the bag, I think, and it's so squishy, and I just love it. And then I like this fob. It's got a crested heart on the background, on the back. I thought that was very cute. So yeah, I don't know what this thing is for. If you know what this is for, oh sorry, this thing. You know what this is for? Let me know. I would love to make use of it. Unless it's just decorative and you can hang a charm off of it or something. That's probably what it is. But anyway, let's put this away. All right, my next WIP. This is my oldest WIP. Now keep in mind, I do have some other things that I have not found yet. So this is just based on what I have found from my decluttering and destashing and all that I've been doing. This is my, oh, that feels like a needle in there. What? There should not be a stray needle in there. This is Heaven and Earth design, and it is in another Joyful Stitching bag. How cute is this? This is the stitching shelf by Heaven and Earth Design. This is the super extra big, super extra colors version. And this is about a page. I think the page cuts off right here, I want to say. Or maybe it is this whole thing. It's about a page here, I know. I don't remember where the end of the page is over here. There's a key that goes in here. That's what I've not started yet. This is very, very confetti heavy. My backs look like absolute garbage. I'm okay with it. And I need to get some free check. This is, I believe, 32 count. Let's see. Let's go to markup. I used to use Pattern Keeper, and I have switched over to markup RXP. I absolutely, absolutely love it. Let's go to info, go to notes. 28 count, easy count, Lugana, and I'm doing 1/1, excuse me, not 1/1. And I suppose I can show the picture. Here's the picture. I'm right here. Started in this corner. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time. This is the project I burnt out on when I was doing cross stitch, because I decided I was gonna finish it in 4 years. And then I did the math on it, and it was like 3,700 stitches per week in order to meet that goal. And I was like, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna figure it out and do it. And well, clearly, um, it's been put away for over 2 years. So that's not gonna happen. Um, it's so I do look forward to getting back to it. I'm not gonna put any unrealistic goal on myself like that again, I think. And let me see, how much have I gotten done on it? Let's go back to stats. I've got 1% done on it. Oh yeah, it's about 104 pages. So yeah, I've got a little over 1 page finished. So that makes sense. Maybe I should do something like I don't know, 2 pages a year. No wait, that's going to be 50 years. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know when I'm going to pick this up next. This is definitely in a long-term stage, because I'll also show you what things I've kitted up and what my plans are. And this is pretty low on the low on the totem pole, shall we say, of priorities. Okay. My next WIP, I do believe this is my last WIP. This is hoity-toity, and I do need to show you my project page for this because let me make sure I don't have. It's not even going to be worth taking this out of the bag. I've literally got like 20 stitches, 25 stitches. That black box right there, that's all I've gotten done. So it's not even worth taking out. But here's the original picture of the pattern, what it looks like. This is hoity-toity. Did I say that? I don't know if I did. And then, let's see. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is Jan Hicks creates her color conversion on this chart. And I mean, this is the original. And this is the version I'm going to be. Maybe it's better this way. There we go. So I'm quite excited to work on this. I liked the original pattern, but the color conversion just makes it so much better. And then let me see if I wrote down what I'm working on. 36 count linen in the flax color. Oh, and ignore the when this was created. This I moved all my stuff from Pattern Keeper over to this this app, so that's when I was working on all of that. So yeah, these are the flosses. That's the fabric, and this is also going to be in a long-term UFO because I've got other focus pieces. Now let me show you what I am planning on starting next month. So it is still September. This I'm going to be starting in October. First of all, look at this project bag. Is this not the cutest project bag? My friend Jen made this project bag for me, and she actually kitted up. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. What's in here is not my next month's start. It is another UFO. This is my other oldest UFO. And the reason I've got it in here instead of the project she kitted up for me in here is because I've got a floss box in here. And I thought all my other project bags have vinyl on them, so I thought this would be less, it wouldn't damage the vinyl to have a floss box. Ooh, sorry. Floss box in here. This is a Gecko Rouge kit. This is the B that I think everybody was working on back when I bought the kit. And so here are the flosses for it. And let's have a look at the very tiny start that I've got going. You can barely tell. That's all thread. I was trying this thing where you put your waste yarn, or not your waste yarn, when you end your thread to throw it over there and it's supposed to get worked in. I don't know. I was trying it. I probably will still, ooh, stain. We'll still try it. I don't know what this fabric is. Let me see if I wrote it down. Probably didn't. I did not. I have no idea what the fabric is, but it is an easy count, obviously. So this is very, very, very low. This is probably the lowest on the priority list. But it is a very nice pattern. And I will get to it. And I love the bag that it's in. Thank you, Jen. Okay, so now let's go to my start for next month, if I can find it. Hang on. Had a bit of an avalanche here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this, my friend Jen kitted up for me. This is in another Just Crossing bags, except for the flosses, which are in the companion accessories back. Plastic is stuck on the zipper. All right. Okay. So this is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. What is this? Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. My goodness, I thought there would be a picture in there. Cozy Cafe. There's no picture. Okay. Let's see. This is okay. So Cozy Cafe from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. If I can figure out how to do the insert a picture situation, I will. This was a pain to get into Markup RXP. According to Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's own customer service, their stuff is just not compatible with any of the softwares. So I Markup RXP's customer service is awesome though, and they were able to help me get the pattern into the app. And so anyway, I had ordered the bead kit that goes with it. Cozy Cafe, it's pretty popular. I'm sure you will be able to figure out what pattern that is. This is 14 count Ada light basalt splash. And then Jen kitted up or bobbinated all the flosses for me, which is awesome. And she stitched these awesome bags for me to put them in. And look at that fussy cutting. How awesome is that? I should actually probably put this in here. Yeah. So we are going to start this together. She kitted it up for herself and for me at the same time. And we just never started on it. But we are going to start on it in October, and our plan is to do 1 cup per month. And I believe there are 10 cups, so we should be done in late summer next year with it if we stick to it. But yeah, that's going to be my next start. I will probably make sure I get at least one of the Christmas gifts done first, which I think it's only the 19th in September. I should be able to get the Proverbs piece done and probably get a good start on The Lord is My Shepherd piece. And so by the time October rolls around, I should be able to take a break from it to work on my 1 cup in here and then go work on that. So that's the plan. Again, this is in a Just Crossing Stitches bag, only because I did not want to put that floss box in a vinyl bag, so that's why it got moved over. Yeah, I'm very excited about this guy. Here's the thumbnail. Oh, Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. All right, let's see what else I've got kitted up. So that's it for my UFOs. I've got a few things kitted up. One of them is, I gotta do this off screen so I don't show the pattern. The Turtle Quaker by, I believe this is Alforest Embroidery. Surely it is. Yeah. Yep. So it's turtled. I have to do it. And so I've got this antique white 32 count Lugana, and I've got DMC flosses all bobbinated up, ready to go. There's dog hair in there. That's awesome. This is another joyful stitching bag that I've got it in. And this will probably I'm gonna start this guy after I'm going to start this after I've finished with my Fruits of Plenty. I think that's a good goal because I've got the Christmas stitching to do. I've got the Stitch Along with Jen to do. And then my next focus or next priority is the Fruits of Plenty. So once I'm done with that, then I will consider starting this. So that's that one. And then let me pull up the next kit that I've got. It's by Vivian Powers, Vivsters. It's quilted blocks on black. And I've got, these are all the flosses. Look at these beautiful colors. And I've got 18 count black Ada that I'm going to be using for this. This is probably going to be worked on, oh goodness, I don't even know. I don't even know at this point. All right, I've got 2 more things kitted up. All right, now this one, I've got it kitted up and this is my plan, but I'm not 100% married to it. So I may change my mind, especially if I run into a different pattern or if somebody has a different pattern to suggest. This is Death by Cross Stitch. Well, the fabric is 32 count charcoal linen. And I've got this cone of ecru, which I've got a little bit bobbinated up in there. So I was thinking of doing Death by Cross Stitch. 1, because it's a very big pattern. 2, because whatever color I choose, thread I choose to do it, I'm going to need a lot of it, and I have a lot of ecru. And I thought it would look interesting on the, rather than doing the typical, oh, I suppose she's got it white on black as well. Oh wait, is it black on white? Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay. It's black on white. But I thought this would be a different take on it. So it would be white or a lighter color on black. So I thought that looked interesting. Again, like I said, I'm not 100% married to this combination. Or yeah, basically I want to use these 2 together, this floss and this fabric together in a large piece because this is a large piece of fabric. But I'm not married to it being this particular pattern. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Okay. So there's that kit. And then the last kit I have is actually a kit I purchased from Heaven and Earth Design. I had them kitted up and this looks like an absolute mess the way I opened it. Let me first pull up the thing. Pictures. This is a full coverage piece. It's called Cosmos. And I had them kitted up because one of the, well, because I didn't want to kit it up myself. After kitting up the stitching shelf myself, I was like, I'm not going through that again. So, plus I wanted to try out Heaven and Earth's kitting up service, and you can only have 1 kit on order at a time, or at least that used to be the rule. I don't know what the current rule is. And it came so wonderfully. First of all, I think everything was packaged up in this beautiful, it was in the Ziploc, and then inside it was covered in this beautiful tissue. Oops, upside down. So that was very nice. Then let's see, what is this paperwork? That's just my receipt. Okay, sorry about that. Fabric I chose was 28 count easy count. And it came with a tiny little toolkit. There is a needle minder in here. I don't particularly like these types of needle minders because I feel like the needles don't stick very well to the top of them. They do on the back, but they don't stick very well to the top. What I actually prefer to use are these ollie clip dots. So you've heard of ollie clips? They're like these type of clips. They're pretty popular in the planner community. Um, and they sell these dots. And I really like these because, whoops, because the surface is flat, so the needles lay really nicely whether you've got them on the top or the bottom. So I prefer that. So that was part of the toolkit, and then there's a tiny little wooden needle case with one little needle in there. I think this is a bohin, which is my preferred brand of needles, so that's perfect. I'm sure I will put more needles in there. And then there's all the flosses, and we got to look at the flosses. And there's Kreinik in there, which, let's see. Okay. First of all, there's Kreinik. I've never worked with this stuff. I'm looking forward to the challenge. But how beautiful is that? I hope the shimmeriness is coming through. I can't tell if that's visible or not. And I've got 2 more packs of Kreinik. And then I've got all these beautiful colors. So that's page number 1. And they're all, whoops, tied together with this ribbon, all these pages of flosses. And they have the pattern name on there. Oops. They have the pattern name on there, so you know exactly what it is. Here are some more beautiful flosses. These beautiful colors. I do love having another designs kitting service. It takes a while. I think there's a 2-month wait, or I don't know what the current wait time is, honestly. There's quite a long wait on these, but they do such a good job, and with a full coverage piece, like their big ass, excuse me, their BAPs. I don't know. I feel like this is worth it because I'm going to be stitching on this for years. I don't know when the next time I will be ordering another kit from them because this is going to take forever. Look how much of those 3 colors there is. I mean, this is years worth of entertainment. Oh, one last one. Oh, with only 2 colors, two rounds. So maybe in a few years when I'm a little bit more done with my whips and kitted up items, I will order another kit from them. I've messaged Mandy Manzano. I'm sure she's not going to actually do this, but you know, I figure she can't respond to a question that was never asked. So I messaged her and I asked if she could do a piece based on a particular scripture that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And so if she does a piece with that and Heaven and Earth Design decides to carry it, I might order a kit with that design. Thank goodness I've got years worth of stitching with me because I'm sure that's how long it's going to take to actually process that request if it actually ever comes to fruition. And in case you're wondering, the scripture is Psalm 40, verses 1 through 4. That's what I asked for my inspiration. All right, and the only thing left is the rest of my haul. So I kitted up that one pattern, The Lord is My Shepherd one, and then I also picked up 2 patterns from 3 Stitches. One's called Love and a Dog by Gail Busey. I thought this was super cute. Super cute. And then the other pattern I got was Wool and Whimsy Cottage, also by the same designer. and hands to work, hearts to God. I thought that was very, very nice. We'll see when I get to these. I've got the patterns, and they were very cute. So I'm not the biggest fan of physical patterns. I do wish there was a way to get them into Pattern Keeper, and they do have a website, so I might go see if there's a version I can actually purchase. I've got another haul coming. I've got an order coming from Biggest Craft. Have y'all heard of stamped cross stitch kits? Uh, I did not know that was a thing, and so I wanted to explore that. So I ordered a couple of things. It was this one image that I found that was so stinking adorable. I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna like stamped cross stitch or not, but this right here makes it worthwhile. So once I get that, I will do another haul video. But I just want to show you my wish list of these are a couple other patterns that I have. I've got a few more patterns from Vivsters, and there's that one. It's called Rainbow Tile. Then I've got a textile square one. There you go. And macro squares. Got another full coverage almond flowers or almond blossoms, excuse me, from Van Gogh. I've got a Mandy Manzano, a different one, and then I found a few free patterns that I loaded on here. Um, I took pictures of those two paper patterns that I have, and I put them in here just to have on my wish list. There's nothing in there because I tried taking a photo and trying to scan it in, and it was all warped. It did not work. And then I've got 3 patterns that I purchased from Tiny Modernist, the Every Season one, We Should Be Friends, which was cute, and Stitched Together. I thought these were cute. So, who knows? Maybe next year, maybe 2026, I might look into these. So, I am really completely and totally in love with the Markup RXP app. It can be as basic as you need it to be, and it can be quite sophisticated. And their customer service is amazing. They have a Facebook group, they're so responsive. They've got a Trello board where you can add in requests for features you'd like to see. And you can also look at what features are coming up in the next releases or what's planned, what's being voted up and is likely to make a future release, etc. It's been really great, and I'm quite happy with that. So I've been using that. Oh, I was going to show you my other thing, which is my toolkit. So part of my toolkit is this light. It's a book light. It's a reading book light. It's supposed to clip onto your book, and then you can turn it on and then read it. It's a very lightweight um, book light, and it's rechargeable, and it clips right onto my embroidery hoop, and I have light exactly where I need it, and it's perfect. So I've been using that with my embroidery hoop. That's been working out really well. And then I have a little toolkit here. There's some floss I need to put back in my floss box. I've got some glasses cleaners because I've been wearing glasses. I've got 2 pairs of scissors. I think one of these scissors, I mean probably this one, I got in a box of some sort, or I don't know. And then I've got these gingers. Um, these are the ones I use most often because just in case my dogs are jumping around or something like that, it doesn't have a sharp point. These are quite sharp, so I keep them in here. I should probably keep them upstairs. We don't. The puppy is not allowed upstairs, so I should probably just I don't know have these on this table. That's what I think I will do, actually. So nice sharp gingers. Got these. I've got Thread Magic. I've been using this with my Fruits of Plenty, and I started using it because I thought I was supposed to back when I was starting it, and I've just kept using it. I think I've also been using this with my stitching shelf, Now that one, if I don't know, I haven't really found too much of a benefit to using this stuff. So I don't know if I'll keep using it. I will keep using it for Fruits of Plenty because I'm almost done and I understand that it can change the consistency, the look. If you kind of go now, stitching shelf, I've only gotten that tiny little bit done. And considering how big that piece is going to be, that one little corner is not going to be, if I decide not to use this, it's not going to be very obvious. I've got a chapstick in my toolkit. I've got a bottle of needles, which right now only has one little needle in there because I've been using all my other needles. And then I've got a little needle threader, and that's my little toolkit. And so between all of these things, I've got everything I need. And so I've been keeping this toolkit in the project bag that's been my focus one because that just makes sense. I wonder if this light can fit in here. No, that's okay. So yeah, this is my little toolkit. This little mesh zipper bag I actually got in a diamond painting kit, and that was my last video. It was a diamond artisan uh, diamond painting kit, and so as soon as I saw this bag, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. Here it is. So yeah, that was my WIP parade. I hope you enjoyed my first floss tube, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.